and the people who helped shape it in the early days, one can find a connection to Italy of some kind or another. Despite all of this, critics are still quick to declare that Strega is based upon Gardnerian Wicca. As this book will demonstrate, many of the aspects, tools, symbols, and concepts commonly associated with modern Wicca also appear in ancient Greek, Etruscan, and Roman culture. In the vast majority of cases, such things are traceable in the Aegean/Mediterranean to a time predating any contact with the Celts. The classic five-pointed star appears in archaeological sites near Cuma, Italy, dating from 700 BC. Pentagram rings dating from 525 BC have been found near the city of Crotona in southern Italy. The eight-spoked wheel design, representative in modern Wicca of the eight Sabbats, is a symbol found in Greek archaeological sites near Syracuse, dating from 600 BC. The book Decorative Symbols and Motifs for Artists and Craftspeople is an excellent research source of these and other ancient symbols. Taken individually, any isolated aspect of ancient Aegean/Mediterranean concepts found also in modern Wicca might be a coincidence. However, as this book will demonstrate, the vast majority of them appear in modern Wicca tenets and practices, and this is something that cannot reasonably be ignored. To this, we must add the fact that the writings of Leland not only contain the same basic elements as Gardnerian Wicca, but also predate them by over half a century. Once the evidence in this book is considered as a whole, it will be clear that the chronology for origins lies with Leland's writings on Italian witchcraft and with Aegean/Mediterranean paganism in general. Preface to the first edition. The purpose of this book is to provide not only a workbook on how to do it, but also the reasons why Italian witchcraft is being done and how it works. The book was also written to dispel the erroneous conclusion prevalent today that witchcraft is a modern religion originating from Gerald Gardner and his work on Wicca. As the evidence in this book will demonstrate, the old religion clearly predated Gardnerian Wicca. Over the years, I have become concerned with the preservation of ancient traditions and ancient beliefs. While it is important to be open to new and unique ways, I feel it is equally important to bear in mind that the old ways are the foundation upon which the new age rests. The new age represents knowledge, and the old ways represent wisdom. One might say that the old ways are the DNA within the body of the new age. Having been born a first-generation Italian-American, I grew up on stories about the old world and its customs. My mother used to tell me these wonderful tales of Italian spirits and the beautiful witches of Benevento, Italy. Not surprisingly, other first-generation Italian-Americans with whom I have spoken also knew the same stories. Many of them knew the same spells and folk traditions. Italian culture, by its very nature of family focus and respect for tradition, has preserved the old ways from generation to generation. As former editor for Raven's Call magazine, a journal of pre-Christian Europe religion, I have corresponded with many individuals of Southern European heritage. A common theme appears in the majority of their letters, one of disconnection from the Wiccan community as a whole. Since the rise of modern Wicca, stemming from the works of Gerald Gardner, the main focus of study and research has been upon Northern Europe, specifically upon the British Isles. People of Southern European heritage find it difficult, if not impossible, to locate material providing a connection to their own pagan roots. Many search in vain among the bountiful texts on Celtic and other Northern European works relating to Wicca and paganism. Others have had to make do with whatever survived within their family traditions. In response to this situation, I bring 25 years of research into the history of witchcraft in Italy. This lonely quest led me to the study of trial transcripts from the Italian Inquisition, through endless research notes by Italian scholars, to antique bookstores, and through a fascinating maze of fact and fantasy. In the end, I was convinced not only of the authenticity of the material that I and others had previously possessed, but also of the reality that much of the old religion has survived relatively intact throughout Italy. When most people think of witchcraft/Wicca, they generally associate it with a Celtic religion, having its roots in Northern and Western Europe. While this may be true when strictly employing the English word Wicca, it is not true of witchcraft in general. Actually, the practice of the old religion, called in modern times Wicca and witchcraft, was well established in Italy long before it was recognizable in any Celtic lands, as I will clearly demonstrate in this book. Professor Maria Gimbutas, in her excellent books The Goddesses and Gods of Old Europe and The Language of the Goddess, states that the goddess cult with a horned male consort first appeared in Old Europe. She describes this region as encompassing Italy and Greece, and also extending into Czechoslovakia, southern Poland,